Well, coming up on Friday, this Friday, as a matter of fact, at City Hall, from 9 in the morning to about noon, they are having their annual fall prevention event. And as I told you, it will be shown on Channel 31, but it'd be even better if you could get to City Hall right there live and take part in it. We have today on Sherry Horn, the mayor of the city.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So we were trying to figure out how many years this has been going on, at least 3.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. It's such an important topic, and I think here in the village there were classes on this too, or seminars on it earlier.
And you know, when it comes to falls, I think a lot of people don't realize that it could be, I don't know if it is the #1 cause of problems for seniors, but it's certainly up there. And believe it or not, unfortunately, it's certainly up there is one of the main causes of death as you get older. Because as we all know, you fall or you bang, even if you bang your hand against something, as you get older, it takes much longer to heal.
Right, it takes a lot longer to heal because your muscles lose the way they used to always work, and so you have to learn how to walk again if you broke your hip. And it's depressing being in bed and trying to recover, and it certainly breaks up your life. So falls are the #1 thing because that often does start the decline for people. It's very hard to come back. Some people can come back easily and some cannot.
Right, and here's a statistic that comes from the National Council on Aging. 1/4 of Americans aged 65 and over fall each year.
Yeah.
1/4. That's incredible.
That is a lot. That is a lot. And there are things that you can do. Some people think it's a natural part of aging, but it's not. Sometimes your vision, losing a little vision, losing a little hearing, losing a little balance, those can be natural parts of aging. But if you go to your eye doctor, go to your ear doctor, keep up with that, it can help. It can help you maintain your balance because there's a lot of balance in your eyes and your ears. And exercise is a real good thing to do anytime you walk.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that think if they use a cane or a walker, they'll get dependent on that. That's not true. They are great assists, but when you don't need them anymore, you don't need them anymore.
Right. Obviously, one of the causes of this too is medications, because depending on the type of medication you take or medications, that can certainly affect your both your balance, but also some medications at times can kind of leave you kind of foggy, right?
Right, right, and it's easier to lose your balance that way. Or it's not always just your medications, it's what you might take. It might be the mix of medications or a little bit of alcohol or a little bit of CBD. Sometimes it's not just the medication, it's how we live our lives and what we enjoy and what we like to do. And those things can contribute to a fall. So you just have to be conscious of it. Most of us know if we're a little unbalanced on our feet or trip more than usual. I know in my house, I look around for where I can catch on to if I start to fall, because I have a problem with my balance. So I'm very aware of that. We have to, just like we use sticky notes and Post-it notes to help our memory, little things like watching our throw rugs and just protecting ourselves from ourselves is a great idea.
So with this event coming up, tell me about the people that will be there. I know you have going to have a panel.
Right, and we'll have a trauma surgeon, an emergency physician, Orange County paramedics will be there, a social worker, an internal medicine physician. We're even going to have a free box lunch and giveaways for people. It'll be really nice. They do a great job, and I know that you're going to broadcast it later, but I hope people come and see it, and they can ask questions, and they can bring their medications, and they can talk about it. And so that's a big deal too, is to be able to talk and ask questions and be together with other people. It stimulates your mind and for other questions.
It does. And you can get some good advice there, least of which is how to maybe fall-proof your house.
Right.
And it can be, very simple things. One of the main causes, and years ago, this happened to my mom, was the dog's water dish. you know?
Yes.
And, you know, the dog would go over and drink water and spill a little bit as they do. And guess what? That's caused her to slip.
That's right. That's right. Our furry friends, we love them, but my cat tripped me. She did it on purpose, I'm
Yes.
sure. But
Cats do
you,
that.
you fall over, and that's how I broke my arm.
Right.
So it's easy to happen, and it's good to take bone density tests and do the things that you need to do to keep your bones strong. And all those things you can learn here at this falls prevention.
Yeah, the bone tests are very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Now,
it's a very easy test. I just went and had one yesterday. It takes
Oh, did
just
you?
a few minutes. Yeah.
as part of a regular checkup or something
As part of my
special?
welcome to 65.
Okay, very
They give
good.
you all this battery of tests.
Yes. So it is on Friday, and you're going to have lunch there, did you say? A box
Yes,
lunch?
a box lunch.
Okay. Now, the flyer I have here, this was sent to me by Yoli a couple days ago. It does say RSVP by, it was last Friday, the 8th. Is it okay if they still do? Do they need to just show up?
I think it's good if you RSVP,
Okay.
even now, just to make sure they have enough lunches.
Okay.
And, but I'm sure if you didn't RSVP and you just show up, I doubt if we would turn anybody away.
Okay, so the number for that is, it's on the flyer
Right.
that we had up. It's 949-364-1400, extension 7573. So I guess that number is still fine to call. Now, if you forget that, you can call City Hall and,
Right.
And they'll take care of you. I didn't want to put it up because I wasn't sure if that was still valid because of the date on the flyer, but I'm sure it probably still is.
I think the number
Okay.
is still valid. They may not, I'm sure it's still okay.
Okay.
And if not, call City Hall and Yoli will take care of it.
Okay, so this is going to go on for 3 hours, and
Yeah.
you're going to have great speakers. And again, just getting the information about it, because you look at the statistics, as I said, 1 in 4 over age 65 fall every year.
Yeah.
Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in the ER for a fall. They're the leading cause of fatal injury.
That's right. That's right, it is. And you can slip on water,
Right.
you can trip on throw rugs. We put one of those, like a banister, but just a thing around your walls at a
Right.
certain height. So if you're starting to fall, my husband has low orthostatic hypotension. So when he stands up, his blood pressure drops.
Okay.
And so he falls a lot. But there's things for him to hold on to and just slide down the wall. I mean, you can
Right.
prepare yourself. And it's really important. When you break a bone, you can be in bed a long time and it's depressing, and you
Right.
may not come back all the way. So,
Right, and that's why it's a leading cause of fatal injury, not because of the initial fall. It begins a downward spiral.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it can take somebody that's a vital, active member of society and take them out for a while.
Now, here's something else. The financial toll for older adult falls is expected to increase, and by the year 2020, it may reach nearly $68 billion in medical costs.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. That
Just
really
to treat
is.
falls, yeah. And that, again, that comes from the National Council on Aging. That's an incredible number.
Especially
Yeah.
when there's things you can do to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And not from everything. I don't want to blame anyone for falling or for
No,
for some things, but you can go through your house and make it more fall friendly and do things that you know will help you if you do fall, and just acknowledge that we're all in the process of aging and to take care so
Yeah.
that you don't turn a minor thing into a major
Right.
thing.
I'll tell you, I'm much more careful now than what I used to be 20 years ago, because, you know, I was commenting how, like, about a month ago, or no, it was in July, I hit my hand against something just right here, on nothing really big. To this day, it still hurts a little bit because it takes long, and yet the kids fall off their bike, and the next day they're scabbed over, they're healed, they're walking around. It's like, really? That would take me a year to
Yes.
recover from that. All right,
That
good
is
to see you,
true.
Mayor,
Good to see
as
you,
always.
too.
And again, this is this Friday at City Hall, beginning at 9 o'clock until noon. It will be broadcast live on Channel 31, and then also on Channel 31, we'll let you know of the replays once we have that ready to go.
That's wonderful. Thank you for
Good to
replaying.
see you.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
Say hi to everyone over there.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. She fell off her bike.